The political fallout of this weekend's developments is Niall Stanage with our partners at The Hill. Niall, thank you so much for being here. Great to see you.
Great to see you, Natasha.
So, Niall, does this hurt the former president's chances of running for his office again?
It hurts his chances potentially of winning again. Whether it hurts his chances of running is a very different matter. He might calculate that actually he would be better to declare a candidacy sooner rather than later, because in doing so, it would make it easier to cast this kind of investigation as a political matter. And obviously, if he won the presidency again, he would be shielded to a certain degree for a while from criminal or potential criminal prosecution. But it does raise the whole issue of the baggage that he brings with him to politics, and that is bound to give some Republicans pause about the idea of nominating him again.
Well, and what can you tell us about the former president's messaging around all of this? I mean, we know that his fundraising initially slowed in the first half of this year. How has that changed?
Well, we don't know for sure right now, but he is certainly trying to raise money off of this raid or search. Been emails in the past few days going out with that message. He is clearly trying to cast himself as someone who has been victimized or unfairly targeted. Now, setting aside whether that is actually the case or not, it is an effective argument with his base. His base of supporters are clearly very inflamed by what has gone on. And when passions are inflamed like that, people are much more inclined to give money to the politician of their choice.
And so you mentioned what's happening with his base. I think something important that we've touched on before is what's going on with the rest of the GOP and other Republicans. Do you have any sense of how other Republicans are reacting to this?
One of the most striking things in the immediate aftermath of the raid was how potential challengers to Mr. Trump for the 2024 nomination really rallied to his side. To a large extent, Governor Ron DeSantis of Florida, former Vice President Pence, South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem. Now, whether that will stay the same if this investigation proceeds and intensifies is a very different question. A lot of Republicans have decided to march in lockstep with the former president here, and they don't know, because none of us know, what exactly the evidence is. So that could be a politically perilous position to be in.
Meanwhile, are we hearing anything from the current President Biden on this matter?
We're not, and he's trying as far as possible to separate himself from it. The current administration emphasizes that the Department of Justice is really in a very unusual position. Of course, it is part of the administration, but it functions independently. And the statements that we have got from the White House, primarily through the press secretary, Karine Jean-Pierre, have really been emphasizing that wall of separation, saying that the president, for example, learned about the initial raid by public reports, the same as we all did. The same goes for Merrick Garland's plans to hold that press conference late last week. So the White House really trying to emphasize or assert the greatest degree of separation possible from the investigation.
All right, Niall Stanage, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for your time.
Take care.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.